Now, atomic mass means mass of that particular atom. Atoms are extremely very light and small. They are very small with characteristic atomic mass. So here in the year 1961, they have taken that carbon 12. C12 means it is one of the isotope of carbon. It was accepted by a total scientific community. Next, 1 AMU, atomic mass unit, is defined as the mass exactly of 1/12 of atomic mass of carbon 12 isotope. Carbon 12 isotope. See, carbon 14, another isotope, radioisotope will be there for using for carbon dating, knowing about the fossil fuel age and all we are using. But here carbon 12. So here if you take the carbon 12, it is depicted like this. Here how many parts it was, this circle is divided, 12 parts, 12 units, exactly 12 units. So if you take one piece, it represents that 1/12 of this carbon mass. This one unit part if you remove, and it is having that 1/12 of the mass of carbon. Now let us take relative with this mass of carbon 12. Hydrogen is having only one atomic mass. Next, carbon is having 12 and nitrogen is having 14. Atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and oxygen, atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Atomic mass of sodium is 23 and magnesium atomic mass is 24. Aluminium atomic mass is 27. Phosphorus atomic mass is 31 and sulfur atomic mass is 32. Chlorine atomic mass is 35.5 and potassium atomic mass is 39 and calcium atomic mass is 40. So these are the atomic masses of whatever the given elements in the tabular form. Now let us know about what are, and this accurately we can able to nowadays sophisticated instrument is there to know about the accuracy of the atomic mass of any atom, that is mass spectrometer. Remember that mass spectrometer, it can accurately give the atomic mass of any element atom. Now let us take what are molecules of compounds. Here you see H2O molecule, it is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen combined to form 1 molecule of water. So this 2 indicates 2 atoms of hydrogen, they combine with 1 atom of oxygen. And chemical formula of compounds when you take in that, let us take the example of CO2. Here 1 atom of carbon combines with 2 atoms of oxygen. 1 atom of carbon combines with 2 atoms of oxygen. This subscript number, it gives that 2 atoms of oxygen combines with 1 atom of carbon. But if you take carbon monoxide, capital C and capital O, 1 atom of oxygen could able to combine with 1 atom of carbon. 1 carbon atom could able to combine with 1 atom of oxygen. Next here, chemical formulae. How to write the chemical formulae? By using criss-cross process. Let us see. Carbonate. While you are writing sodium carbonate, first you write that sodium, symbol is this, and carbonate, it is a radical which is having single unit negative charge, and sodium, it can able to form that cation Na positive. Okay, so oppositely charged ion, they attract with each other and a new compound called Na2CO3 will be formed. But here sodium is from first group, its valency is 1. And carbonate, in the previous tabular form you have learned that carbonate valency is also 1. Here it is having +1 means it is having -1. So in the criss-cross process, you are bringing that superscripts as subscripts in this manner, and here Na1 and CO3 1. So 1 1 you cancel it, and finally in the next step you are able to get sorry, carbonate valency is Na2CO3. Carbonate valency is 2, and here if you bring the 2 as a subscript towards the sodium, you are able to find that Na2CO3 1. So here Na2CO3 is the formula for sodium carbonate. Now take another example, HCl. Hydrogen from first group, chlorine is from seventh group. This is having +1, this is having -1. By using the criss-cross process, if you bring the valencies like this, H1, Cl1, cancel 1, 1, and you are able to find that HCl. Next, magnesium chloride, if you take, magnesium is having valency 2 and chlorine is having valency 1. Chlorine valency is 1. When you follow the criss-cross process, let us take this 2 comes here and this 1 comes here. Mg1 Cl2. 1 you can, anyhow 1 magnesium atom is there. So that is what in the next step, MgCl2 is the formula for magnesium chloride. Next let us take another example, calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Calcium from second group, it is having +2 valency. Oxygen is from sixth group, -2 valency. So you write the valencies at the as superscripts, and by using the criss-cross process you bring them down. Next, Ca2 and O2. 2 table you use it and cancel it, and finally you are able to get the CaO. Next, in the same manner, let us take aluminium sulfate. Aluminium valency is 3 and sulfate radical SO4, it is having 2 valency. So you keep the 2 valency here, and by using the criss-cross process, aluminium valency goes to sulfate radical, and sulfate radical valency comes to aluminium, Al2SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice is the formula for aluminium sulfate. This is the way you can able to use the criss-cross process to write the formula of different compounds. Now let us take sodium carbonate. Formula is Na2CO3. Sodium bicarbonate means NaHCO3. Next, sodium hydroxide formula is NaOH. Copper sulfate CuSO4 and silver nitrate AgNO3. Next, hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4. H2SO4, it is the king of acids. Next, nitric acid HNO3 and ammonium chloride NH4Cl. Ammonium chloride NH4Cl. In this way you can able to write the formula for different compounds. Sodium carbonate Na2CO3, sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3, sodium hydroxide which is a strong base NaOH, copper sulfate CuSO4, it is also called as blue vitriol. Next, silver nitrate AgNO3, hydrochloric acid HCl and sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3 and ammonium chloride NH4Cl. Is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule or molecule of a substance. Once again, sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of a substance. Let us take for example H2O. So in that 2 hydrogen atoms means 2 into each hydrogen atom mass is 1. And here oxygen, actually one atom only there, 1 into 16, atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So if you add these two, 2 into 1 2 plus 1 into 16 16, you are able to get that 18. 18 is the molecular mass of water. Now let us take in the same manner H2SO4, sulfuric acid. So how many hydrogen atoms are there in sulfuric acid? 2 hydrogen atoms, so 2 into 1. Next here sulfur atom, it is having 1 atom and its mass is 32. Next here each oxygen atom, 4 oxygen atoms are there in sulfuric acid. 4 into each oxygen, it is having mass of 16. So now you take 2 into 1 2 plus 1 into 32 32 plus 16 4s are 64. Total if you add it, we are able to get 60 plus 30 90, 90 plus 8 98, 98 units. Here relative mass of a molecule expressed in unified mass units, it is represented with U. So here the mass, relative mass of this sulfuric acid is 98 units. 98 units. Now let us see that formula unit mass. Formula unit mass. Sum of the atomic masses of all atoms in a formula unit of a compound. Formula unit is used for the substance whose constituents are particles or ions. Here let us take NaCl as one example. Sodium chloride. It is an ionic compound. In that sodium, after losing one electron, it becomes sodium cation, and the same electron gained by chlorine atom and it becomes chloride negative ion. Chloride negative ion. So formula unit mass, let us take 1 sodium ion means 1 into 23 is the mass for sodium, plus chlorine 1 atom only there, 1 ion only there, 1 into 35.5. So here 1 into 23, 23 plus 1 into 35.5, totally you are able to get 58.5. 58.5, that will be the formula unit mass. Sodium chloride formula unit mass is 58.5. Mole concept. Mole concept. 1 mole of any species. 1 mole of any species. It may be atom, or it may be molecule, or it may be ion, or any other particle, or the quantity which is expressed in number having a mass equal to its atomic or molecular mass in given grams. It is given in grams. So once again, mole concept is 1 mole of any species or the quantity which is expressed in number which is having a mass equal to its atomic or the molecular mass in grams. The number of particles present in 1 mole of any substance has a fixed value of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. See, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, it is called as Avogadro's number, because Avogadro's constant is represented with capital N base A. Amadeo Avogadro. Okay. Next, the word mole was introduced by Wilhelm Ostwald. They may give you this question in your bit paper. The word first time mole was introduced by Wilhelm Ostwald. Mole means, it is a Latin word which means heap, gutta or pile. Pile of books or pile of things we are saying, it means either a heap or pile. Next, molar mass. Molar mass. The mass of 1 mole of A substance which is expressed in grams is called molar mass. Is called molar mass. Molecular mass of water is 18 units and molar mass of molecular mass of water is 18 units. Molar mass of water is 18 grams. Here 18 units of water is equivalent to 1 molecule of water, but 18 grams has 1 molecular 1 mole or the molecular mass of molecules. Units of water has 1 molecule of water, but 18 grams has 1 mole molecule of water. So that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules are present in it. So here one diagram which is depicting on concept of mole. Here mole, 1 gram of hydrogen atoms is having 0.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of hydrogen. Next here, if we take 32 grams of oxygen molecules, they are having 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of oxygen will be there. And if we take 2 grams of hydrogen molecules, they consist of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of hydrogen. Next, if you take 16 grams of oxygen, because molecular mass of oxygen is 16 grams of oxygen atoms, they are having 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen. Next, if we take 1 gram of hydrogen atoms, consists of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of hydrogen. This is what concept of mole. So, children, go through the lesson once and try to answer the assignment questions. Thank you for listening.